Okay, so let's talk about Andor season. I keep trying to say season 4. It's not season 4. It's episode 4. Be kind of weird if it was already in its fourth season. It only has 2 seasons. So I don't think I'm gonna have a lot to talk about this with this show, because these episodes don't necessarily feel like we're telling full complete stories, which I have to say so far I am liking the show. I'm liking everything I'm getting. I just like a lot of these Disney Plus shows, I feel like the episodes could be longer, and we'll see what happens when it comes to that. A lot of the previous shows have let me down, have started really well, have gotten kind of mediocre, and haven't really finished very well. So I'll just say that is a worry of mine with this, especially with She-Hulk getting more episodes, but then kind of going mediocre after episodes like 4. So we'll see. This is on episode 4 now. I'm liking everything. Talking about overall with the show, I thought that episodes 1 through 3 was great. I'm glad they released them together, although I kind of felt like that easily could have been just 1 to 2 episodes instead of just 3 episodes. It really did feel like that could have been 1 big episode or 2 episodes, a 2-part premiere. And this, honestly, this episode feels like part 1 of 3, I'm hoping, of this next sort of arc, where it still would feel like better as just 1 whole episode. If you put all 3 is what I'm expecting to happen. But taken by itself, it was still enjoyable. I just wish I could have gotten more, further of the story and lasted a little bit longer. But yeah, I guess you can have everything. So we kind of are getting more deep into the plot of Andor. Personally, I do hope that this current plot of what's happening on this planet that he's on, and I forgot to say, I should probably say, I'm going full spoilers, even though I usually don't really get that into spoiler territory. But, sometimes I let something out or someone might complain. So I'll just say it now, full spoilers. So he goes to this planet, and I can't think of anybody's name. He goes to this planet, and everything happening on here, I hope does not take up the whole seasons. I really hope that we're not here the whole season, because I just want more from the show than just that. But again, we're just on episode 4, so I can't really say too much about that. But as the first episode of what I'm hoping is just a 3-episode arc, I'm really liking it. And it was also great to have the actress who plays Mon Mothma back in what looks to be a more sizable role than what she had in Rogue One, which has to be a great story for that actress, because if you didn't know, she was cast in Revenge of the Sith as the younger Mon Mothma. But if you went and saw Revenge of the Sith in theaters, you probably didn't see her because she was cut from the film. And we did get a chance to actually see her scenes later on when it came out on DVD, because they included it in the deleted scenes. Otherwise, you would not have seen her at all. And then she got they brought her back in Rogue One, which was great. And it was just a little bit. And I was looking at her IMDb. She did the voice for Star Wars Rebels as well, which was great. And now we're getting some like actual character scenes for her, because I think before, like Rogue One, you see her, it's great, it's wonderful, and she had some kind of cool scenes on the deleted scenes in Revenge of the Sith, but they didn't really go into her character at all. And here you get this great scene between her and her husband. I'm assuming it's her husband, at least. And yeah, it's just I'm just loving everything to do with that. Is so interesting. And you also have her playing the part of the senators, obviously working behind the scenes, and you know there's spies everywhere. She talks about that, and who's I gotta look up the character's name because I'm not the guy still in Skarsgård is playing Luthen. Yeah, so Mon Mothma has a great scene with him as well that I thought worked particularly well, and it just seemed very fresh in my mind, like the location as well, sort of this art gallery, and from the trailers, I thought he was going to be like kind of like a senator as well, but it appears he's like an art dealer of some kind, or at least that's his cover. So, because he even puts on like a wig and it's like a whole disguise almost for him. So, I'm really interested to see if we get some sort of backstory for Luthen, because I'd be interested to find out more about this character and why he does what he does and what is motivating him. But like I said, it's great to get more of Mon Mothma and a little bit more about her character instead of her just being the one note of she's sort of this person who's trying to form the rebellion. What else happened in this episode? So, Andor got a new name to go by. Can I remember Clement or something like that? I don't even remember. And he met these other rebels. I like meeting all the new characters. And I'm definitely interested in seeing where this goes. Like I said, my one worry is that they're going to stretch this out. Just from what I've seen, some of what's happened in some of the other shows and things like that. Like thinking back to Obi-Wan, I think the part where he rescued young Leia then got stretched out way too long, where that could have wrapped up in the second or third episode and moved on to something else. But then they had to have her get kidnapped again so he could rescue her again, just so that whole storyline could stretch out for the whole season. And that's only 6 episodes. Andor, I believe, is going to be 12 episodes each season. So if they try to stretch out this whole storyline for the rest of the season, I would not be a huge fan of that. But fingers crossed that we get just this for a couple episodes and then move on to something else. Because, you know, that I think that would be more interesting. I think that's everything I honestly have to say about this episode. Let me know what you thought about Andor in the comments below if you've seen episode 4. And give me any feedback you have, or no. Just let me know what you thought.